Hello and welcome to the Reading After Bedtime podcast. We're part cozy book club, part chaotic mom chat, and 100% after bedtime energy. I'm Allyson.
And I'm Becca. We're two friends who met in college who talk about our favorite books, authors, tropes, and trying to squeeze in as much reading as we can among the craziness that is motherhood and so much more.
This is a judgment-free space for two busy moms to dive into the books we love, the authors who inspire us, and the tropes that keep us turning the pages.
Today's show is something unique. We are going to do a topic episode. We're heading back to the world of Fourth Wing and having Thanksgiving in Navarre.
But before we jump in, we'd love to connect with you on socials. Use the Reading After Bedtime podcast handle to find us on Instagram and YouTube, and Reading After Bedtime pod on TikTok. Links are in the show notes.
While your phone is in your hand, we would be so thankful for an honest 5-star review. It's truly the quickest and easiest way to help out small podcasters like us. There we go. I can talk.
After bedtime, anything goes around here, guys. With that being said, this is your official spoiler warning for all of the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros. While we're not diving into any specific plot points today, we will be discussing lore and canon facts about the characters, the quadrants, locations, and so much more. If you don't want the entire series so far, up to ONYX Storm, spoiled, hit that pause button, and we'll see you once you're done. And if you don't get my shirt, if you're watching on YouTube, it's Quest Squad with our friend Broccoli. If you don't get it,
you're not nerdy enough.
That's your spoiler cue.
Also, this is unofficial. We have no connection to Rebecca Yarros. We did not come up with this with anyone else. We did not come up with this with anyone else. This is all of our own, and it's all original. So,
it's just for funsies.
If you don't agree with our opinions, that is perfectly okay, and we love that everyone has their own opinions.
But don't come after Rebecca Yarros or her team or anybody else if you disagree with us, because honestly, we could be wrong. You might not think this is how Xaden and Violet would celebrate Thanksgiving, and cool. Let me hear what you think they would do, but we don't need to attack anybody, because
no attacking.
It's just for fun. I'm not charging you any money. You're not losing anything. You can stop listening whenever. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so
and I'm going to also preference. It's been a while since I've read. Well, no, I reread at the beginning of this year, but I'm also a mom of he was 1.5 and now he's 2. I don't remember everything very well, but I will try.
Yeah, we didn't have time to squeeze in a reread like we wanted before we got here.
We're here though.
Okay, Rebecca is our resident Fourth Wing lorefessor. I don't know what you want to call it. We're going to come up with a fun word for lore knower. But okay, I do know. Without having to consult the lore knower lady. We're going to workshop that there are 4 quadrants. To Navarre and Basgaeth. Those 4. The Rider's Quadrant, the Scribes Quadrant, the Healer's Quadrant, and the Infantry. So let's start with them and then work our way to smaller.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
So overall, we do think that at Basgaeth that they would be celebrating Thanksgiving. So if you do not, then this is kind of pointless for you. But we are in this realm of imagining that they do celebrate Thanksgiving. So how would the writers celebrate?
They're very cliquey. So I feel like it would be very much in their clique, whether it be with their wing or their friends, or in our case, Quest Squad and their dragons, and maybe the Griffins and their riders. I feel like it would be something pretty niche, and it would be it's an academy setting, so they probably have food in their cafeteria.
Oh, see,
But as far as celebrations go, I feel like they're breaking off into smaller groups.
See, and I feel like they would be in the field with the dragons. Like,
yeah, no, I don't think they're
like
eating in the front. The dragons can't come in the cafeteria.
It would be like a picnic style. They would not want to eat indoors because they'd want their dragons would be near.
Exactly.
And instead of like a football game outside, they would be doing like some kind of random sport game that they came up with.
Singe the leaf on the tree.
Yeah. So that would be the writers. The scribes, I feel like they would be the introverts who don't want to go to a big celebration. They are going to reluctantly go have dinner and then leave so that they can go read.
The scribes are me. I am them. The scribes are my people, but I do disagree with you. I don't think they are gonna force themselves out of the... Shoot, what is that word? The archives. I don't think they're gonna force themselves out of the archives.
No, they're not going to force themselves out of the archives, but they are going to force themselves out of what they're doing and be in a more social setting.
Me,
for like an hour.
I think they're bringing food into the archives.
No.
And they're going to have it clustered. Oh, hold on. They're going to have it clustered very much in like the centermost portion of the archives. And they're going to eat there. And they're going to yell at each other about their greasy fingers and their ancient tomes. And they don't want to mess.
No.
And then they're going to go read their books. Like,
no scribe would bring food into the archives. They would not.
It's Thanksgiving. It's a special occasion.
I don't care. They would not.
Well, I wouldn't want to leave. And they are me and I am them. So.
They would not. I disagree. You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Okay, since we're never going to we're going to have to agree to disagree on the scribes because we're never going to meet.
We're not.
Or in the middle. So healers.
They're not celebrating.
No, they're
not by choice. I think they're busy. Like our nurses, they don't stop to eat. They don't stop to pee. They just go. And are we in the middle of a war right now? Like, what part of Fourth Wing are we in here? They've got some battle wounds. They've got missing legs. They've got venom, apparently.
Well, and if the writers are playing sports outside or playing some kind of game outside with their dragons or just Riddick, doing something dumb, I'm sure there's going to be injuries as well. So they're going to be on, they're like just
the holiday injuries, right? Like, that's in the real world, is it not? In Navarre, too? I don't, probably. I mean, Riddick's in Navarre, so yes. What about our foot soldiers, the infantry? I went very stereotypical here, and I said they're eating MREs. And if you don't know, it's a meal ready to eat, full of calories.
I'm so glad I did not fix that because I really thought it was supposed to be more style. And I was like, I don't think they're going to have more style. They're not going to be like, oh, here, fast, like in all the holiday garb.
So our notes, I wrote MRE style, but I did not capitalize the M or the R or the E. So,
okay, we were talking about MREs.
Yeah. So with the MREs, I just think they're loading up on turkey to get jacked, right? Like,
see, I think they're going hunting.
Oh no! Why are they going to work when they don't have to?
Because they're infantry. They're going to be able to hunt their own food and gather their own food for the feast.
I live amongst the infantry. If it's provided for them, they are not hunting it.
But we're in Basgiath. Like, this would be part of that, like, when they were...
We are in Basgiath, but, like, I still think they're the same. Here is your meal.
But if you think about when they were, was it the second book that they were put into the woods or was that the first book?
No, the griffins were there.
When they were disconnected to their
Yeah,
dragons
I think it
and
was
they
the
were
second
drugged.
one.
It was because after that's how, yeah, okay. Um, I feel like they would do the hunting. Again, we're not going to see
That wasn't a choice. There wasn't food or a bag of yuck.
I don't think infantry is going to ever be near the academy. They're going to be out in the woods.
Yeah, but even our deployed guys get food.
I get that, but I didn't see. In my head, that's not how it goes.
Oh, I just think they're not working if they don't have to. It's their day off. If it can
Is
be,
it though? It could be. Okay.
Again. All right. What about those professors, though? You think they're having a little, like, luncheon in the teacher's lounge?
They're having the potluck. That's sad. They just want to be home, and they're
Been to that one.
Yeah. Yep. It's just sad. You know, or they're going to be like the teachers that go and they're so excited just for the Thanksgiving meal that happens once a year in the cafeteria, and they're like, it's turkey and stuffing, and you're just like, ew, but some teachers just love it. So they're the only ones eating, college food. Are the professors. I can't hear you. There we go. Now I can hear you.
I unmuted that like 3 times.
We're just having technical problems today.
I muted it to take a drink so you wouldn't hear me slurping and putting my cup down. Anyways. I hate that sound. My son has a Thanksgiving, his school does, at school, that they invite the families to at lunchtime, and the kids, they could grab their cafeteria lunch like normal, but the parents that come have to buy a cafeteria lunch of turkey and stuffing and,
Yeah, so
we were all
wonderful.
in school ones. And we bought the tray last year, and it was not good.
Yeah.
So we're really hoping we can at least attend this year without paying $9 each
It's bad.
for elementary Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah. When it's supposed to be
Love you,
healthy.
cafeteria people. Thank you for feeding my kid, but
It's not their fault that they have to
I know.
follow strict
They have to.
guidelines
Yeah,
and cheap food.
they're cooking for a crowd. Like, I get it. You're not going to make homemade stuffing and real mashed potatoes, but
And it has to stay warm.
can I come in and not pay for that? Because help me, I'm poor.
Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the seating chart of what the rider quadrants, like not even the whole quadrant, but the fourth wings
Quest squad.
picnic, the quest squad
Kinda.
kind of picnic-ish table would be like their outside table.
Full disclosure, we made this one ahead of recording and it got a little heated.
And we will put a visual
Shocker.
up somewhere on the screen once we're able to do that. I can't do it right now. So, and so there would be a dragon table. Not really
Like the
table. They would
kitty
just be
table.
on. They would be off in their own little area, like these stupid humans making us gather here right now,
Eating their goats.
eating their goats. That would be them. They would be like ignoring everyone, but still around. First, we would have Violet and Zayden sharing a seat. If you know,
not
you know.
sharing a seat like last week, but
I don't know. They could be.
in front of everyone, I don't think they roll that way.
Everyone already knows.
Well, yeah, but
When
it doesn't mean
they-
you roll that way.
No, but it's on display whenever they do. Oh,
With the
look, it's
lightning?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 times today. Good for the High Lord.
Good job. Not High Lord.
No, I was referencing that meme.
Oh, yeah. I was like, he's not the High Lord. Brock's
No,
serious.
the same thing. I always wondered that.
So next to Xaden would be Bodhi. So on one side would be Bodhi. And then on the other side of the couple would be how do you say her name?
Rhiannon.
Okay. I always say like Rhiannon. But Rhiannon. And so then we'll go. So starting on.
You just want to go clockwise, have like Violet and Xaden be like 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
and then.
Perfect. So we have Violet and Xaden. Then we have Bodhi. Then we have Garrick, who's trying to avoid all chocolate cake. Then we have Sawyer. And then Violet put
Jacinia.
thank you, Jacinia next to Sawyer, because if you know, you know, and why not? I mean, you have to play a little bit with them.
She's getting a little. What's the word I'm looking for?
She knows something's going on.
Everyone knows.
She's trying to play matchmaker.
That's it. Thank you.
And then we have Liam.
I'm sorry to break your hearts.
And even if it's a later Thanksgiving, he would still have a place at the table. And then we have Dane. And his punishment would be to sit next to Riddick. And they would put Imogen on the other side to try to keep Riddick in his place. And then, of course, Rhiannon. See, I'm never going to get it right. Next, we'll complete the circle. So which ones do you disagree with?
Honestly, though, I just want to see Imogen and Dane go at it with their memory signets.
You erase it, I see it. I erase it, I see it.
I want Imogen to start just like wiping the most minute, unimportant memories and slowly start working her way up just to see how long it takes him to realize something is like missing. And then it starts as like, you know, you're blackout drunk, right? Like, what the heck happened? And then and then Dane's gonna start rifling through everybody's head trying to figure.
But he has to touch them. No one's going to let him touch them.
Well, he could just brush against Riddick at the table on accident and have a quick, innocent touch. And does anybody know about that signet? It was supposed to be secret. I don't remember.
Everyone knows.
Does everyone know?
Knows. I mean, Xaden knows.
Well, Xaden knows everything. He doesn't count.
But I feel like Xaden would share it with everyone he knows.
Okay, fair.
So, but I also feel like if Dane rubbed off on Riddick, there'd be memories that he does not want to see. Like, he doesn't get to pick and choose.
I want to see it. I think that would be just this hysterical little, like, you annoy me, bro. Screw with you.
Dane would start having some XXX scenes popping up in his brain. Yeah. Those memories.
I mean, surely he's gotten them already. Like, how many people's brains has he snooped through?
Oh, so many. I'm sure so many. So here's a question. Would you rather have Imogen's signet or Dane's? Would you rather erase memories, or would you rather be able to read someone's memories if touched? Or through touch?
Does Imogen have to touch to erase?
I don't know. We don't know. Like, I don't think
I feel uninformed to make this decision.
Yes, you have to make it right now.
I feel like I do. You put me on the spot, so now I'm going to give you an answer. Even though I always said, like, I don't want to fly. I don't want to be invisible. I want to mind read. But I don't want to have to touch you. I want to Edward Cullen you. Oh, my God. You know what I mean?
That sounded so wrong.
No.
I want to... That pretty much... So what I'm getting is that you want to stalk someone...
No, I just want to read my... I'll take sparkly. I just want to read minds the same way Edward does.
Okay. You want to have the ability to turn it on and turn it off with mind reading.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I guess that's where the touch comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and another question would be, is Imogen able to erase her own memories? Or what is the cost of her erasing someone else's memories? Does she lose one of her memories?
Is there a counter to the magic here?
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking Violet making lightning. She gets hot if she doesn't control it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do we know?
I don't know the answer to that. I'm just causing
Rhiannon, we don't know about hers with her like ability to like move objects, right? Like
Sorry, this is going to be a funny statement. But I kind of think of the like movie Halloween Town 2 where when things get lost they go to the guy's house. But if they get lost at the guy's goes to the guy's house. Yeah. If it goes to if it gets lost in the house, it's lost forever.
Okay.
So it's kind of like two steps
Imogen
forward
like keeper of memories?
I don't know. Like I'm curious that so.
I need this book.
Okay.
Because now I'm thinking, like, she erased the 12 major end of ONYX Storm spoilers. So if you are still here and you don't want the end of ONYX Storm spoiled, it's coming.
Yeah.
She erased the 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
Does she know what those 12 hours, let's say she wasn't present. I think she was present. But, like, would she know what those 12 hours contained? Or would she just know, like, this time frame of the brain to, like, boop, delete?
I don't know. Well, and that's the thing. Is it like a deletion? Like you delete it and it's gone from everything? Or is it a deletion of I'm taking it away from you and it's now in my brain?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. We don't know.
I need this book.
I'm just saying, we don't know. There's so much we don't know about these books yet.
I know. We have 2 more, right?
I don't.
And stuff's going to go down in book 4. That's coming today, so sit tight.
I'm excited for... anyways, okay. So who brings what dish? Of course, I'm a foodie, so I love talking about the food. Okay. Dane, he's bringing the mashed potatoes because he's bland.
Is he bringing boxed instant mashed potatoes? Or is he bringing, like, actual mashed potatoes?
I feel like for the first Thanksgiving in Fourth Wing, he just brought boxed plain mashed potatoes. And the second one, he started making his own mashed potatoes. And the third one, he added seasoning to his mashed potatoes. It's been a transformation of mashed potatoes. Because he has, like, in the first one, he annoyed the out of me. Second one, still, he was trying.
Second one, he annoyed me more than the first one. He was being such a little try-hard.
Yeah. And then the third one, I appreciated him. And the third one. He still isn't my favorite, but yeah. Okay. Zayden. What is Zayden bringing?
Our shadow daddy, Zayden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, all I can think of is chocolate cake, but like personality. I don't know. I don't really make cakes on Thanksgiving.
No.
Something dark, something rich, kind of mysterious.
I'm thinking pie. So what kind of pie would he be?
Something with booze in it.
Yeah, of course.
Pecan pie with maybe some bourbon. I see him as like a bourbon whiskey dude.
So like a bourbon pecan pie, something dark, something rich.
Flambe, the sugar and the nuts with that bourbon.
A little deadly to me because I'm allergic to pecans.
Becca's not going to have any. I'll bring her a slice of chocolate cake. And then she can just stare Zayden down while she eats this single piece of chocolate cake at Thanksgiving.
I don't know. That was pretty deadly for Garrett, too. So. I don't know if you're safe from or I'm safe from either of them.
And then he'd probably have a glass of whiskey alongside it.
Probably.
What about Violet?
I'm
Dr.
getting
Violet.
strong mashed potato, or not mashed potato, sweet potato casserole, because she kind of gave mashed potato vibes at the beginning, but she's still like, there's some sweet and some different like textures, and so I'm thinking sweet potato casserole with a
Okay.
little bit of chard, from all the lightning strikes on the top. All the
Stripped it with lightning.
So, you know how they get the marshmallows, like,
Yeah, with the torch.
yeah. So, I don't know. She might have asked Taryn, but I don't think he would.
No, that would be so above Taryn. He'd look
Yeah.
at her and give her the side eye and then sass her a little bit.
Yeah,
And then Darna would probably argue with him.
exactly.
So
So, the dragons would be in charge of the protein.
oh yeah, they are
So-
killing the turkey morning of.
Yeah. It's going
And
to
then
be
they're
fire
spit
roasted.
roasting it
Yeah.
with
Just-
their fire. I'm glad
That's
we agree
gonna
on
be-
something.
That's going to be the clip that we put on TikTok. Enacting the fire roasted turkeys. I am a little worried about the seasoning on the turkey. I feel like it's just going to be charred. Like, I don't know how dragons with their hands are going to spice anything.
It just makes me think of what is it? The Meet the Robinsons. I have a big head, little arms.
I love that scene. And I don't think this plan was thought through. Love that. But yeah, so
I like to think they would solicit the help of one of the writers to shake some seasonings on.
but would that be beneath them to ask a writer for help?
Maybe one of the writers would insist. They'd have the forethought to be like,
Maybe the
yo,
writer
this
like,
turkey's gonna be plain as all get out. Maybe a little bit burnt.
maybe the dragons killed it, and then they're like, "Hey, peasants, go
Brine a couple days before.
go take care of the feathers and the all
You
the
pluck
other
this.
stuff.
You clean it up.
You clean it up, servants." And that's when they sneak the spices in. So
Okay.
maybe
I
okay.
I might change my answer to they killed it a couple days before so they could brine it and the salt and the salt water and everything.
Yeah.
Way too into this. It doesn't matter. But what about my shirt homies, Riddick and Broccoli?
Okay. Don't get it twisted, but I think they would bring dragon roasted broccoli. The vegetable, not the cat.
They're asking the dragons to.
I feel like all the dragons will be offended. So really, the Riddick and broccoli will be bringing raw broccoli because the dragons will say no.
I think that Riddick would ask, though. If anyone would ask
Oh yeah.
a dragon to cook something, it would be Riddick. With his
100%. 100%. Broccoli's just
What about the
along for ride.
dragons, though? Are they happy about that celebration? Or are they going to have their own celebration later?
I feel like they don't care. They're just there for the humans. They're like, I will be happy with my goats. Leave me alone. But I think that Sigil will want to please Xaden. Not please is a wrong word, but will do it for Xaden, and Taryn will do it for Sigil, and Darna is just like, I want to eat. I want to eat everything.
We don't eat our allies, though. That's not on the table.
But she's going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure broccoli will be, she will at some point ask if she can eat broccoli. So,
Broccoli will do something to piss her off. Like, he'll pee in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
And that'll just do adolescent and Darna in.
I love how this cat who has had like is only on like a handful of like sentences is like now a major character in this book.
He's our mascot, not the dragons anymore. The cat.
But I do think that Taryn is going to get mad during the festival, like festive activities, and then fly off. He's going to be like, F this shit, I'm done. And I love how I just said like F the shit, but I cut out the F word, but not the shit. Anyways.
She continues to say it.
It's after bedtime. I can cuss. I'm sorry.
On a Friday night, you guys. We're doing this on a Friday night, so feel our pain.
Allison's being a trooper.
These people are like, they don't even work.
Come hang out with my son for a day.
My daughter didn't nap today. Anyways, I think Taryn and Sigale would be doing the woohoo after the party.
After, okay.
Well, I think like they'd stay the respectable amount of time and then they'd fly off. Maybe Sigale would fly after Taryn when he gets mad and leaves. But I think it would be so woohooey that Violet and Xaden wouldn't be able to block them out. And
Again,
then
that's why
that would be the end of the party. Because then Violet and Xaden have to go woohoo. And then maybe Jacinia and Sawyer would pair off. And I'm not saying woohoo because I don't know if Jacinia does that. But we don't know.
Oh, poor Sawyer. I don't think she's a nun.
Well, maybe she just hasn't yet. How old are these people? Like 20? It could go either way. Justinia's a nice girl. She's a nice lady.
Unhinged.
Unofficial, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What? Who's next?
Well, I mean, we could go into the other dragons, but without a reread, I could not give you much.
I can give you colors. I don't remember their.
What about Andarna, though? Other than trying to eat their allies.
I feel like with her new superpower, she would play hide and seek, and no one would know that she was playing, and she would just pop out to people because she kind of like camouflage.
Scorch the ground right next to them.
So, okay, who starts the first fight at the table?
I think it's Imogen, because Dane did something to piss her off. Because it's probably Dane.
Yeah, it probably is. Now, if it's in the later books and Kat's there, I feel like Riddick is going to say something about her bringing dessert, and it's going to be as bitter as her personality. And Kat's going to, like, just jump him. She's going to be like, I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Is anybody stopping Kat?
They're probably sitting there going, oh no, stop. This is a family celebration. We all know we love holiday, drama.
Drama.
Everyone's going to sit there. And of course, someone's going to be secretly recording it for the Gossip Channel or for the Navarre's equivalent of Instagram or TikTok.
Who's doing that?
It could be a few. I could see Riddick, like, recording himself getting beaten up.
Watch me get beat up by a girl.
New segment on Riddick's, TikTok. But
I'm live here. Boom. At the Veil. Boom.
I could also see Andarna with like a phone out, and again it goes back to those I have little arms, and she's like trying to like record it. Or she would have a dragon-sized phone and recording before the light hits her ear. Again, that hide and seek thing. She would be like, I'm holding my thumbs up like I do this with my phone. Like,
If you're listening, she's got her knuckles together with her thumbs up. She leans further and further back in her chair.
I'm like holding my two thumbs, like two thumbs up, and it's just like, no, that's not how I hold my phone. So, anyways.
But the money I would pay to see any dragon with a human-sized phone trying to take a single claw to gently push a button.
Darn it, my screen's cracked again. I have to buy another screen protector.
We're gonna have to buy them that old person phone with the big buttons. I don't know what it's called.
Because then their claw's going to get stuck in like the Nokia silicone buttons, and then they're going to like have it just dangling. It's going to be like a nail charm.
Like in their closet, trying to whip it off. Like a bugle.
Exactly. Bugle. How did this become a bugle? She shook her, for those listening, she shook her hand, like, pointing between you and me, kind of looked.
It was like
she was like, and then she's like, it's a bugle, and then, like, started playing a trumpet, and I'm like,
no, the snack bugles that you stick on your fingers. I'm crying
so much. Okay, so for reference, she was talking about the snack bugles,
not the
and
instrument.
I was thinking the instruments, because then she like put her hands like almost like a trumpet, and I was going to make a comment about how a bugle doesn't have the, like, you don't move your fingers up and down on a bugle, but she was talking about the snack claws.
Snack claws.
Okay, this has okay.
Back to it. I can get myself under control.
Yeah, seriously, I don't have tissues right here. Okay.
So on that note,
that wraps up our Thanksgiving part. We're going to spend a few minutes talking about Yarros' interview at Romantasy Con. Oh, God.
did you watch any of that? I caught clips on Instagram.
I saw them. I didn't listen to all of them. But I got the gist of a few of them. So, which some of them I feel like I already kind of suspected. So, like the first one.
Like Grandma Manyara?
Yeah. She's
but
keeping
what
secrets.
do we think the secret is about? Do we think it's about the revolution? Do we think it's about
I think
black
it's about
dragons,
Violet.
which we'll get to in a minute?
I think it's about Violet, and I think it's about how
Oh yeah, and her hair and her what
about,
was that
like,
ritual called? Her confirmation?
Because
Was it confirmation?
something like that. But she was supposed to go into the like whatever the priestess, right? Like the
Yeah.
So
Whatever
I
goddess
feel
that
like,
was. I
yeah,
can't tell you off
I
the top of
feel
my head.
like Grandmama knows. I mean, most
I
grandmamas
forgot about that.
So I do think that that's going to come out, because we got so much information but not enough information about Violet and her hair.
Yeah. It was
That I
very
feel
much
like it's
setting
coming.
us up for that peak conflict moment to come. I feel like was like the entirety of book 3. Like,
Yes.
it was very much world building. Like that
Which I-
middle of the series world building, which I mean, she maps out her books. I'm sure
Yeah.
what's
Which I
coming
think- yeah.
needs it.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people either loved this book or hated this book. Like there was no real in between.
There really
Like-
wasn't. No, and I'm a fan of it. Like I had
I enjoyed
fun
it.
at
Yeah.
all those aisles and all of the gods and goddesses that we learned about.
I think it was needed for the series to continue. Because if not, we're just going to have a repeat of book 2. And that's not what she did. She did something completely different, and I like that. It didn't feel repetitive. So, that's kind of what I think. And Grandmama might know more secrets than just about Violet's hair. She might know about all the other, like, islands, like, and the relationships with them. So,
I wonder if she's going to be, like, minor ACOTAR spoiler, if you haven't read book 2 and on, like the Amryn, and kind of be the lore dropper, because she's old enough to, like,
to know.
Yeah.
Okay. The next topic, the unbonded dragons in the Vale. And in, I can't say this name. Orisha will play a major role in the battle because they are a giant powerhouse that right now is like, eh.
And that was a quote that I took out of the interview. Quote, there's a giant powerhouse right now that is just like, eh. So, like, she made the eh noise. So, they're going to make a decision, right?
Yeah.
On whose side they're going to be on. What do you think that turning point's going to be?
I think it's going to be, I mean, the dragons don't do it for the riders. So I feel like it's going to be on the side where they are going to be the most independent. And
do you think there's going to be an event that's going to make them be like,
I think there's going to be a point.
Like,
I think there's going to be a point where everything we know gets tossed out the window, and Violet is going to have to make her own choice. And I think that's where because the dragons are keeping secrets. I feel like right now they are letting riders ride them because it benefits them. My question is, do they stick with the people who are using them, or do they stick with the people who are using the magic how it's not supposed to be used?
Yeah, so my wondering is if the venom will drain too much. They're going to get too close to hatching grounds, and that's going to cause them to go protective and join the fight that way, unless there's something else about the venom that we don't know. I almost wonder in the back of my mind is if there's something we don't know about the venom and they're not necessarily the bad guys.
And that's what I keep thinking is, but it's also one of those is we assume that we're told that their magic is from the dragons. That's how they get their signet.
The venom or the riders?
The riders.
Okay, yeah.
But what if it's not? What if somehow the dragons unlock it, but they don't control it?
Something about, like, the act of bonding?
Yeah.
So then how would they get it if they don't have
because
dragons?
But the venom got it through maybe it's like a vessel kind of thing. Like, they get it because the dragons get it from the earth.
So then, like, the venom just go directly to the source.
Yeah. So are the dragons the bad guys? Which I hope not, because I don't want that. But, like,
I could see her plot twisting us like that, though.
Yeah. So I think it's just, we don't know. We have so many things we don't know. I do think
we need book 4.
I know. I think that we're going to learn so much about the venom next, like, but I do think that the dragons will be on the side against the venom because of the warrens and how they're creating those. I think it's one of those that book 4 is going to make us question everything.
And she did say in the interview that dragon lore is, quote, absolutely essential to the plot, and it's all laid out in Fourth Wing. What did I miss in Fourth Wing about this dragon lore?
Trying to think, because
I know,
they do.
like I need to do a reread now, and I don't have room in my schedule. December is stacked.
I don't either. But if I remember correctly, the dragons. Why did the dragons start letting people ride them?
I don't remember.
I think that's the lore we need to revisit. And maybe I just reread that section and I'll come back to it and we can talk about it. But because I think that's the part that we are missing is why are the dragons in this? Because they already said that they don't let riders make their decisions. So they're doing it for themselves.
And it's called the Empyrean series, not Basgiath War series.
Yeah.
War College series.
I really think it's going to be almost a war between the dragons who are in the Vale and the dragons who are not.
Yeah, like the Aretian dragons versus the Vale dragons.
Yeah. Because
it's almost like they're starting to pick sides between Navarre and Arisha.
Yeah.
But then she also said something about the black dragons.
Yeah.
She said the big question is, why are there so few black dragons? And that question is very relevant to two black dragons who just hatched. I'm thinking the only two black dragons I can think of is Taryn, and I feel like one of the top guys at the college has a black dragon.
Yeah.
Those are like the only two I could think of. Because Sigil's blue.
Mm-hmm. But is there only... Because the black dragons are the most powerful. And this is hard because I feel like we can make our guesses and it's not going to be right. Like she's going to throw us in our loop.
That's what I love about this series, though. Okay, the two black dragons, I had to Google it. Taryn, who's bonded to Violet, and Cogda, whatever, who's bonded to General Milgren. Yeah, with his
He's able
to see the results of battles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the two.
But he can only see them if there's only...
Is it like less than 3?
Yeah. So... I think that has to play in it. Of Arisha versus Navarre.
Yeah. And we know there was a purpose to Andarna hatching when she hatched, right? She was in that egg for like 600 years. So what's the purpose between these black dragons hatching when they hatch? Where did they hatch? Was it Arisha?
I think so. It was their old, wasn't it their old hatch because they had a hatching? I don't remember. I'd have to go. I'm going to go back and look now. But could it be that the black dragons are...
Arisha, I just Googled it.
Okay. Are they a mix between the iridescents and the colored?
Ooh. That would be cool. Like mixing paint.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Could it be something along that? Or the iridescents are from the black dragons and the colored mixing. So like
I think there's more iridescent lore that we need to get to. That we will. Okay.
Taryn requires rest after the missing 12 hours, not just because of the battle of, I am not saying this name, so...
Drathus. I listened to these, so I got it.
There's another... Is there an... Or it says there's another
There
reason.
is.
Okay. Allyson said, dude better not be dying. Does it have to go back?
Exclamation
Yeah.
point.
Exclamation. Does it have to do with the baby black drags? I think it has to do with Sigil.
Ooh, because she doesn't like that he's Venom now.
Because Xaden is Venom. So if
Yeah, that's what I mean.
that happens, then doesn't your bond break with the dragon?
It hasn't seemed to have broken.
No. So
Oh, but there's that nail-in theory. Have you heard that
What?
nail-in theory?
No.
Taryn's previous writer, the one
Oh, yeah.
before, everyone thinks he died, but there's that theory that he turned
Venom. I've
Venom.
heard that, yeah. So my question is, did Sigil make a choice? Because if you think of Jack Barlow, he was Venom and he still had his dragon until he killed the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So is it a choice that she's staying with Xaden because she sees the good in him? And Taryn does not agree with this, but he's still bonded to Sigil. Sigil. So he needs more rest because did they break the bond? The dragon
Like
bond.
the dragon bond between each other, between Sigil and Taryn. That would make me sad. I might
know.
honestly prefer Taryn die.
So,
Oh.
yeah. Or, oh, I just saw because it said that 2 baby black dragons just hatched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can only 2 black dragons be around at a time? So once,
Oh, I hope not. Does that mean, though, that Kogda is also tired?
is he dying? Are both the black dragons dying for these 2 new baby dragons to come up? And that's why
I want to say no, because the question is, why are there so few black dragons? It sounds like there's a reason to there being few and it not being like the circle of life kind of reason.
Well, that makes me happier then.
My happier theory is, so there are few black dragons and their hatching grounds, have they like shrunk?
I think so, yeah.
Do we think maybe they kind of power their hatching grounds with their magic and hatching takes magic?
Maybe.
I don't know. Based off color? I don't know. But then you have Andarna who had no one.
Or do they need a specific type of hatching ground that they don't have right now? Or like limited space. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. Next topic point.
Big question amongst the fandom. Has Imogen wiped Violet's memories more time than just that we know of at the end of ONYX Storm? And Rebecca Yarros said, it depends on what we believe of Imogen's character, and we need to make our own assessments.
I feel like she would not.
I want to say that, but Imogen is fiercely loyal.
Yeah.
And I wonder if maybe in the very beginning of Fourth Wing, before Violet had like proven herself and basically turned and become a part of the revolution, if it had kind of started as a favor to Xaden, if maybe she wiped some things here and there that she might have overheard accidentally.
But I feel like she, in the first book, I don't see her having a lot of intel because they kept it so quiet and secret.
Her Violet or her Imogen?
Violet. So I don't feel like there would be a need.
She caught the stuff on accident, right? Like when she was hiding in the tree and she heard that first meeting. Or like I wonder if she was just starting to put things together, like in her brain that she just happened to see like in training with Xaden or whatever.
I
And
could
those
see
are
her.
just little things because Xaden plays chess like that. Like,
I could see it more happening in Iron Flame because there was a lot of things that just kept repeating.
that's a thought.
Like I could see her having
Like what
because she
repeated?
was so in the dark for so many things, and all
Mm-hmm.
Violet wanted was for you to be 100% honest, which is not, that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, but he kept saying you I can't tell you everything. So if she was snooping around or she did overhear things, because I feel like they were moving around with other people and could easily have overheard more in that setting than in Fourth Wing.
Okay.
So I could see her doing it then to protect again, protect. I don't think Imogen's doing it to be malicious. I don't think she'd ever do it without being asked by Xaden. And I think that's going to be the breaking point. But
And even
then,
the 12 hours, though, Violet asked her to
and
erase her memories,
how
right?
does Violet know that, like, because I don't remember when, does Violet find out about Imogen's signet early on in Onyx Storm, or is the last, like when she gets her mind erased, the last 12 hours, the first time she finds out?
We are consulting Google again.
Because I don't think she knew, I don't think I knew that her signet was to erase memories until the very end.
Yeah. So this is the AI overview on Google because I don't have time to like do a deep dive into this, so take it with a grain of salt. Violet finds out about Imogen's signet of memory wiping by the end of Onyx Storm when Imogen tells her what you asked me to after wiping Violet's memories. So I wonder if they had the ceremony and because she was then bound to be Duchess of Arisha at that point, like no more
So,
secrets.
yeah.
So then since she knew, it was like, okay, now erase.
Yeah. So I think it comes down to, I think Imogen's loyal. I think she's trying to be a good friend to everyone involved. In the past, she's done it for Xaden, and now she's done it for her Duchess. And I think that there's a lot more we're going to find out about it.
Book
So,
four, come on.
I know. Okay. I don't. Okay. Take us into the
Yeah,
next one.
all right, there's hot takes on this, and I didn't realize it. So apparently, people are wondering if Bodhi has a thing for Violet. And Rebecca said Bodhi doesn't have a thing for Violet specifically, but he has a thing for what Xaden has. When I first heard that, I was like, "Aw, he wants somebody. Like he wants what Violet and Xaden have together." And and then I did what you do, and I spent more time on the internet. And what if that thing that he wants, that Xaden has, is Venom power?
What
And
if
that
it's
takes
just,
us also into the new brother argument.
but what if it's just power? What if he, I
Why does he
don't
want
want him to,
Xaden's power? What is his intention?
I don't want Bodhi to have a betrayal moment.
Someone's dying too in the next book.
But does Bodhi want power like magic, or does he want the power like the Duke role?
Oh yeah, because they're like cousins, and he could have been, right? So what does he
And
think Xaden's gonna do terribly that he need, other than being a Venom, that he needs to take over?
I don't know. Like maybe he he might feel like, because Zayden's dad's the one who led the revolution, wasn't it?
Zayden's dad, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he feels like if they just worked with Navarre, people wouldn't have died.
Let's be
I'm
real.
just I'm just saying there's a lot that he could want. He doesn't want Violet specifically. But
No, I don't think it's Violet specifically. I thought it was the relationship. Like he was
Yeah.
jealous that he had somebody.
But I feel like it's more to do with power and the role that Xanon has. I just don't know if it's power in the sense of magical power or if it's power as in the role of
Like
running.
a title.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want a big betrayal moment though, and
I think it's coming.
someone's
There's
going
a
to
lot
betray.
coming.
Rebecca is excited to write the moment Violet realizes why Xanon married her. There are multiple reasons. ONYX was like a giant proposal.
That makes the little hopeless romantic in me that loves a really good slow burn all kinds of giddy. But I'm afraid it's going to be all kinds of depressing.
It is. It's 100% going to be depressing. I feel like he knew it was coming, and
Yeah, I
he
think as
wanted.
soon as he
like,
channeled for that first time, he
I
knew.
think Xanon knows who Violet is, like in the sense of why her hair is the way it is. I think he pieced together the puzzle, and because of that, he married her to protect her.
Do you think she's like killable because of which? Because
I
of
think
that?
Navarre's not going to want her to be alive. And now, because she's the Duchess, she cannot. She's a public figure.
Oh. This book is gonna wreck me.
I know.
I always say I want a book series that like absolutely tears my heart out and wrecks me, and then I get to them and I'm a hot mess.
What day does it come out? What's the?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm gonna get to that because she asked for time. I didn't put it in my list here.
Yeah, it's
So we're gonna
okay.
get to that here before our closing, probably.
Okay. The villain era. I'm excited for it because I will say that's what I love. I loved Xaden in book 4 or in book 1 because he
Fourth wing?
had that fourth wing, book 1, like that pull of like being morally gray was so good. And then it
He was
went
the
away.
morally gray shadow daddy that everyone's always
know.
looking for in a book.
And the banter and the chemistry, and then it just kind of
And then they got together.
and then they got together, and then it was whiny, and it was like, I would die for her because I love her so much. But it wasn't the I will kill for her villain. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because he did the channeling to protect her.
Yeah.
But like that gives me Akatar spoilers if you haven't read them. Reese vibes, where he's always sacrificing himself so his found family doesn't have to do that.
I
think that's kind of why I'm okay with it.
I want him to take what he wants and be the villain.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, we're gonna see it, and I think he's gonna lose himself to the venom a little bit because of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be fun, but also depressing because she's known for very depressing romance books. I don't know why this wouldn't be the same.
Okay, this goes into the next one of someone we love will die. I feel like Xanon's going to kill someone we love. And it's going to be...
I didn't think about who would do it. I've got 3 top contenders.
Okay.
Bodhi,
Yeah.
Riddick.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've got 2 top contenders. Bodhi or Riddick.
I feel like...
Or Rhiannon.
I don't think it's going to be Rhiannon. I think Riddick, I will riot.
We can't orphan broccoli.
I can see Bodhi dying. And the reason it goes back to that, he wants something that Xaden has. Xaden's going to kill Bodhi.
Oh.
And then Bodhi's going to, like, that's going to, like, in the next book, Xaden's going to have to come to terms with that. Because it's like killing a brother.
Okay, so then that brings us into the brother theories. Who's the newest brother? So my top contenders are Bodhi, Riddick, but also Auric. I'm going to throw into that brother role.
I feel like Auric might do it because he sees something in the future.
That's my justification. That's my want. Like, I have absolutely nothing to base this off of but happy vibes, but that's what I want.
And being that he is the prince, I feel...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I feel like he needs to see the other side for this to be a full revolution.
I forgot about that point. That's a good point.
Plus, he was one of the only ones who saw... I think he saw Xaden before most of the other people being Venin. Him and Rhetoric both, and Bodhi, because Bodhi's the one who he had to go, he was like stationed with, right?
I don't remember where everyone was at the end. I would have to reread.
Yeah. Well, because, here, let me see. Someone was watching after him all year.
Who took Liam's place watching after Violet?
No one. Or Garrick, didn't he?
Was it Garrick? I forgot about Garrick. He could be too.
So it says Garrick in particular has, again, this is AI overview, so take it with a grain of salt. Garrick in particular has witnessed Xaden's struggles up close as he was present when Xaden first lost control during a Venin attack.
I forgot about Garrick.
So Bodhi is aware of Xaden's progress and failures and is a witness to his suffering. I feel... I don't feel like it's Rhetoric. I feel like it's...
not after you reminded me about Garrick.
I feel like it's going to be Garrick or Bodhi.
I want it to be Auric, though.
I know. But again...
Honestly, I think I want it to be Auric because I know him the least.
Yeah. Plus,
like everyone else we've known since the beginning.
Plus, he was always one step ahead. Here, just like, I want to see, when did... Again, He
was, because he was always telling... one step ahead. He was always telling Violet or somebody something, and they were like totally blowing the dude off. Like, I remember being mad about that. So what has he seen that he's one step ahead about with Veninhood? Like, is that why he became Venin? That's kind of my theory as to him.
I love when this is
the new brother.
I love when it's the same, like the first question that pops up on Google.
Is what? Who's the new brother?
When does Eric, or how do you say it? Auric?
I think it was Auric in the books, yeah.
Find out Xaden is Venin. And ONYX storm through the exact moment is not detailed. It's implied to be sometime after Xaden's initial transformation during the battle at the end of Iron Flame.
Well, duh, after the initial transformation. Well, I guess with his foresight. It says
Alex suspects Xaden is Venin, especially after seeing how he was during the events of the final battle and how he appeared afterwards. Auric's ability to see the future likely confirmed his suspicions.
I feel like Auric is a lot smarter than Quest Squad is giving him credit for. Like, his signet aside, he was raised to be king. Yeah. He was raised in this political politics. He was raised to notice those minute things in negotiations and people. I feel like they're not giving him enough credit, and he has observed things with Xaden.
Yeah. So it says Violet feels Xaden is dying as he transforms into a venom to help in viewing the word stone, and she collapses in Aric's arms, crying out that Xaden's dying. Sloane starts to siphon, but it isn't clear if she knows the full exact of what's happening at this exact moment. So, and it also says
Violet knows
he
what's
has some knowledge about venom from his own experiences and research, which makes him uniquely positioned to recognize the signs. So I think all of them are good contenders. I think we're not going to find out
Aric's not the brother, then I think he is going to be the one to like blow the lid off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
If not publicly, then just like within the rest of Quest Squad, who's still kind of in the dark. He's going to be the one to observe, like, whatever the solution is, he's going to put everything together and
yeah, I do too. I think he's going to be a very essential part of figuring it out. But this is my final prediction, and we'll see if it's right whenever it comes out. But I feel like Bodhi is going to go for power, whatever that might be. Xaden's going to have to unalive him. And I think Garrick is the new brother.
This book's going to wreck me.
I know. That's my... I might be wrong. It's okay. I'm wrong a lot of times, so it's fine.
Remember, this is the unofficial Thanksgiving special for Fourth Wing, so we know as much as you guys do. We have read the 3 books. We have watched the interviews. And that's that. Yeah. But with that being said, a major thank you to the Fantasy Fangirls, because they are the ones who came up with these questions and interviewed Rebecca Yarros. That's where I pulled it from at Romantasy Con in October 25. So, thank you for that. Fantasy Fangirls. Also, just a friendly reminder, because I know I've said like 20 times tonight that I can't wait for book 4, and we need book 4. But Rebecca Yarros has said that book 3, like, wrecked her, and she needed time. She said during the interview that 4 and 5 have been plotted, or they're almost plotted. So we know she is making progress, but please don't go like commenting on all of her posts asking for a release date, asking for an update. Let her work on it as she feels.
These authors are human, and it takes a lot out of them to come up with these amazing stories and amazing worlds. And, you know, she's not just the author of Fourth Wing, she does other books. And so just give her grace, give all the authors grace. There's so many books that you can find that, you know, can get you the Fourth Wing itch a little bit. If you need recommendations, check out our Instagram or TikTok. We have a few up and running for recommendations. But like I said, just give them grace. Find another book until it's out, and then be a goblin and gobble it up.
All right. So next week, we will be off to celebrate Thanksgiving holiday with our families. And in the spirit of giving thanks, we want to give a giant thanks to you, our listeners. Because of you, we have a place and people to share our books with and our book goblin tendencies. Thanks so much for coming along this wild ride with us. We couldn't be more grateful. For our next episode, though, we are covering our next book, Frost by C.N. Crawford, and that's coming up on December 1st. So you can do what we will do and spend our Thanksgiving holiday reading that. I can't believe December's already here, though. Like, this year flew, like our dragon friends, like that fast. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Reading After Bedtime.
Don't forget to subscribe on all platforms and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And remember to tighten your messy bun, grab a cup of coffee, and show today who's boss.
Bye.
Bye.